Alright. Alright. I don't know who's here or who's not here. Fortunately, I did kind of did this a bit late, this review, so these guys probably aren't going to be here to get the review. I'll get the task questions to have a full and proper review, so guess we're going to have to go. A slower rate. Gonna have to try to look at it and see what they need to fix from my own point of view, more than what they've asked. Okay, we'll start with Raijin or Fujin. Lag. Yeah. Alright. So round start, immediately use super jump forward, and that's so many alarm bells. I would probably jump if you're gonna jump forward. If you're gonna jump forward, you do a normal jump forward, and even then, I kind of wouldn't really recommend it. I think you have much better tools than jumping forward. Like your buttons are all quite good, so you really don't need to jump forward. And if anything, you'd probably want to get away. I mean, I don't know, jumping, you can jump forward in some situations if you get a read or something like that, but you generally just want to back off or just contest and set up balls. You're not really there to be aggressive at the beginning, especially against a Faust who can just anti-air you. I think that's one thing I noticed is there was so much jumping. Actually, over here I'm gonna boot up Dust Loop to show you some stuff. It's better. Good. So first of all, you did this. You jumped in a jump S. You did close slash and a double head morbid. You're actually -8 here, so you could literally like fast slash throw an item safely. You kind of like giving up pressure so easily there. I've gone over a previous video with Solidus about a lot of block string and pressure stuff. I think I'll link that. I'll do it with Cargo. I did people that are reviewing today with Cargo. So with H bad guy, if you're a Faust player, I did one with Cargo that explained a lot of block string stuff and combos and all that, the stuff that he could do in general as a Faust player. And for you, Fujin, I did one with Solidus as well recently. I think they were both in the same video. I think it was the last one. One of the last two in week 29. I did a analysis and it covered both stuff, so I don't want to like go. I don't want to keep making content that's just the same thing over and over. I mean, I can just reference it back and be like, yeah, you could look at this, and I explain a bunch of stuff. Alright. So I will say that's like not a good block string. The better ones is obviously using using QV or a Stinger Ender if you want to be safe, or the biggest one, which is Carcass Trade. So just going in a double head mob is just not good. Also, you can just mix up the block stream by jump cancelling into Mad Struggle. Yeah, but you're jumping around way too much, and you haven't really summoned any balls. Like here, like when you jump back here, you land. He's so far away. This is when you should summon balls. You summon like at least one, that you can chuck that at him. But instead you do like a super jump forward, jump H, and you know get hit there. That jump K there, he should have converted off that. I think, did you do a super jump? No, that was a normal jump, so he could have actually converted that. And then you tech, you do 5P, 2S, double head morbid. You really should be summoning balls off that, or just getting space pressure instead of just ending it in double head morbid. Like doing a ball summon, doing a Carcass Trade, pushing them out and doing a ball summon or a QV. Or just resetting after a Carcass Trade or something. Into more pressure. The jump in, I think this jump in should have been anti-ed. You could probably 6-speed this. I don't know why he's pressing there, but I think he could have 6-speed that. Like, he hasn't punished you at all for using for jumping in. Like, he could easily 6-speed so many times and get so much damage. I think have we summoned a ball yet? Sorry. I don't think we've summoned a ball yet. So let's see what happens here. Morbid. Yeah, 6H of that range. I mean, you should be summoning balls, honestly, and using those. But if you really want to poke at that range, your best normal is probably 2S. You could Fire S, but 2S is probably even better. Is like way better. 6H is like a 6H is a normal that covers stuff, or is like a really long range poke. Let's say like you've summoned a ball, you've shot it along the ground, then you can follow it up with a 6H if you think they're gonna like air dash over or something. And it like locks them down a bit. It's kind of nice. Or it's like continuing pressure. Instead of going into a Fire S, you do a 6H. Something like that. It's not a poke I would use. If you're gonna poke, use Fire S. Fire S is a lot faster. 6H shouldn't be really a poke in that situation. But 2S at that range, if it 2S can hit, it's way better than Fire S. So much faster, it's really good. As you immediately wake up with a jump back, which I guess is fine, but you come down with a jump K, okay. Yeah, so much jumping. And also very little anti-airing. Like this should be anti-ed, honestly. Boom bag, it's fine. Okay, you mess up that combo. I think because many fast is coming, yeah, it's a bit harder. Yeah. I think that was like a sort of screwed combo because mini fast. You jump forward again, he just anti-airs you. He goes for 6H instead. If he anti-aired you, that would have been better. You know, double head morbid. Again. I mean, you're not really hit confirming it. First of all, I'd honestly say don't ever use double head morbid. Like, remove that tool from your repertoire because it's super bad, super bad. Just a sec. Music's getting a bit loud. There you go. You didn't need a burst side either. Did you OTG him? Yeah, you OTG'd him. So he really didn't invest that. Don't OTG. If you're gonna get a knockdown, get a bull summon or something. That was the road territory, I think. You immediately got a couple jump baits, then you landed. If you're gonna land like that, you probably should throw. Throw is like the best thing you can do, or just block on the way down and then throw, because he's gonna tech trap you. Right here, you 2H. 2H into nothing. Then you jump again, you wall summon it. It's just really weird. Jumping is fine. Jumping is fine, but I really, if you're gonna jump, if you're gonna jump forward, you should be setting it up with a ball. The only time you're gonna be air dashing, the only time you're gonna be moving forward with a jump is when you're gonna be air dashing forward without a ball. You could do like an I-80 jump H into a jump D or something, which is kind of good. Or you'll hit a ball and then you'll I-80 after it or something, you know. So super jumping in general isn't the best in this game. Most of the time, a dash jump it gets you more distance and not as much height, but it gives you pretty good height. Just a lot better in situations like that when you really need to like use a super jump when you still have your second jump. But in general, you should be playing more grounded because your tools are more than enough to deal with pokes. And if you're on the ground, if you're in the air, you're not able to summon balls. You're not able to use like Carcass or Stinger. Like you just summon balls and hit them back at him. And if you're on the ground, it's easier to like if you want to go aggressive, you can do like a K ball, then you could do a dashing jump K or something. And the dashing jump K will hit a ball on the ground that he has to deal with while he's got to try to deal with you coming at you in the air. I've showed that in the video with Solidus. Alright, this is questionable. So Venom doesn't need too much meter to be effective. But he gains a lot from meter. He uses meter pretty well. Like his Dark Angel is very good. His Stinger YSC is quite good for controlling space when he really needs it, and he gets a good confirm off like a poke into like a Fire S poke. You can Fire S RC into a 6H for a knockdown or something, you know. There's a lot more stuff. You see a lot of stuff you can do with RC, so doing something like that is a bit weird. What you did here was, so you did an empty jump into a ball summon, then you did a QV. You go on the block, which is cool, and then you followed up with a 6H. It's risky doing a 6H because I think he could have poked out in time. He backdashes anyways, but you do catch him, so that's a situation where 6H is a bit more usable. I think you should have punished that. The door is like minus as hell. That should have been like a 2D punish. Dash up 2D maybe, or at least Fire S into a ball summon. Which have that bomb, yeah. Yeah, too much chopping around. Then you gotta realize the bomb's gonna detonate. Yep, bomb bag. Oof, get her up there. Really risky if that double hit that might struggle. But Cargo's not entering you at all, so you're not getting punished for this. Honestly, your jumps. Most of the time, as a Venom, your jumps are going to be a lot easier. Like jump H is a more difficult normal to anti-air, but you're very obvious with your jumps that it's very easy for you to get anti-aired. Like you're not covering your jumps at all. You're not like, if you're gonna jump forward, you're not doing anything like an air dash or anything, you know. What'd you press here? Round start jumping in. Like can't keep jumping. What happened here? She did like an H ball in the air, which is weird. Far H, that whiffed. Jump again. It's a bit random. You just empty jump here? Yeah, you did a ball here. H. then I think you try to press a button, but you accidentally press 2 buttons and you got FD. So when you landed and you press play slash, he just went behind you. Just accidental from the looks of it. Oh. Yeah, so much jumping. See, now he's anti-airing you. Like, he's starting to anti-air you. You should probably be anti-airing you like constantly. Honestly. Well, that should be his entire game plan, because at the moment you haven't really done anything either. Other than that. Anyways. Took forward 2H into QV. So that's something better. Like 2H into QV is, you know, it's not like a top. It's not like a top tier block string, but it's a block string, which is something you need. Like just something simple that you can continue pressure off and gets a ball on the screen and sets you up at a good distance where you're able to poke with 2S again, because 2S is a really fast, good poke. Okay, whacked here. Getting rid of the mad struggle. He could have anti-aired that, so you gotta be careful. I wouldn't recommend using the H mad struggle. I think it's negative. I think it's decently negative. -6 isn't that good. I mean, if you're doing it high in the air, then I can see it being a little bit better, because then you're going to land and keep yourself safe. But generally, normal S mad struggle is fine, because it makes you safe, but it makes you sort of pass in some situations. You're really close there. You get a thrown you. Sorry about that. You're doing a bunch of 5P into match to double head more, but it's like not looking so great. Gonna need a better block string of that. Then you do an I-80 jump page whiff, which is a bit weird. Yeah. You backdash, so you could have thrown that as soon as you landed, but you didn't. You got the throw. This is wrong. That combo's not gonna work. I already mentioned a good use of meter, which is like so far S in a 6-8. Like I'll quickly show you. I don't think I showed this last time. And I'll also show the other thing with meter. I don't want to go too much, but I'll just show it quickly.
Castle War Room. Venom versus Faust. Get ready to rock.
So the one thing I didn't mention that I saw that was like kind of made sense is just like if you're at far range and someone doesn't move that you want to whiff punish, you can just do this. So just like that. That's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. Just a good poke that lets you get in. Gets a block string going. Oh. Thank you for the follow. Whoever that is. Chris Quit. Thank you. If you're around to a similar time tomorrow, I'm hosting the Newbie Tourney that I host every Friday. You can watch that. This is where I'm getting these videos from. Anyways, there's that. Like, there's just converting off like a fire ice into that. That's perfectly fine. There's do it properly. Just like if you can't get a ball out and you really need a ball out and you really need to follow it, it's perfectly fine. Easily follow it up. I mean, you can also do it like this, I guess. H-Sting is also kind of good. Oh jeez. Yeah, and then there's the other use of meter. So you got your Stinger YRC, you've got your Fire S Roman Cancel into 6 each with Punish tool or just Poke tool. And then this is another good use of meter. This is the uses of meter you should be starting off with. Is something like this. I forgot no input. Okay. Just that. That is really good because it gets him blocking. Like if I make him block everything, but disable switching, standing. So just like this. And he's blocking all of that, and that gives you opportunities to do stuff. So you can do it mid-screen as well. You know, and then during any of that, you can. You know, you can go high low. During any of that, which is quite useful. So that's the main uses of meter they should be aiming to use. Apart from, you know, like FD, which you should be using a lot of anyways. So I really don't want to see people with full meter. Like if you get a knockdown, you should be if you're not able to get a knock, you get an opportunity to use Fire 6-8, that's a good opportunity to use meter. A Stinger IC is very useful, and then if you're able to understand situations where you're able to go into what's going for? I forgot the name of it already. Dark Angel. Big ball, Dark Angel. Then that's another good opportunity to use it. Meter. Anyways, back to here. Yeah. Just got bum bagged. Yeah. Right, okay, so assuming you jump forward, so he anti-airs you. Yep, so now he's starting to get on top of you. I don't know why he bum bagged there. But you're jumping way too much now. Tech forward jump is fine. You do Fire S, but yeah, that happens. Every time you press a button, like Fire S, 2S, or 6H, go into a ball summon immediately. Or QV if they're too close. If you're not going to do a block string and you're pretty far away, then you need to go into a ball summon or a QV. Preferably a ball summon, but if you do close to QV, it just keeps you safe. Because you really, really need to make sure you're getting balls off your pokes. That's the safest way to get balls without them hurting you. Yeah, like this Fire S. Could have had a ball summon off that. Fire S again, you're so close with that Fire S. You get caught by that hammer. Big county out there. Pressing too much button. So what was that? That was on wake up, wasn't it? Is this a throw? No, you just press close slash and you traded. Well, you know, you actually interrupted him, but he had a hammer. Now he just counter hits you. Another hammer. Oh god, you can actually get stunned again. I think you can get stunned again, but goddamn, yeah, you're pressing too many buttons now. Because as soon as you see a hammer, like there are some items you're gonna be worried about, but hammer's like a really really like monk a mega item. As soon as he throws that, just chill. Don't get hit by that, especially counter hit, because it's a stun. It's so much stun damage on counter hit. See you jumping again. That was okay-ish. The jump H there. That you're so close again though. That was okay. You tried to close slash into a QV, which I guess is fine as a starter. You need another overhead. To see now he's anti-ing you. God burst. Can't believe you jump DG through that. I mean, not 5 DG through that. Then you try to dash up Fire S, but 5D actually interacts like a 6P, ironically. Oh, so much damage. Yeah, for that. Yep, just gonna anti-air again. That's good. I like that. You did QV into another QV. QV. 2S, QV. You get balls. Should be hitting those balls instead. Like you should be doing a teleport onto the ball though. In that situation, what you should be doing is this. Just like imagine you just done a bunch of QVs here. You should be teleporting onto the ball like that. Then you can dash up and do more pressure. Okay. So you get around, you got hit by hammer, and start. So you super jump back, then you air dash forward, which is it's screaming like anti-air me. When you super jump, you've given up like the only thing you can do after a super jump is an air dash. So as soon as you air dash, it's just over. You can't even double jump again. Like as soon as you super jump, you can't stay in the air any longer unless you air dash. So they know it's a high committal thing. Get hit up by a hammer anyways, and he's trying to anti with 5k. You try to combo it off that, but you just decided not to. You went to 5D instead. Nice interrupt with 2S though. That 2S, that 2S poke could have maybe gone to 2D. Yeah, like if you're close enough to convert like a 2S into something, it should probably be 2D. Like that, yeah, that 2S probably could have gone to 2D. I think. It's a fickle range, but 2S and 2D is like way better than most other things. Apart from that though, so yeah. Because maybe you weren't able to get into 2D. 2S and a QV would have been better here. Also, if you had meter, like you could have done like Fire S 2S into a RC or something. That's another good way to convert like a poke meter. You know, you're over here and something like that. The range of 2S is so far. Alright. Oops. Yeah, jumping again, he just anti-hit. Did you 5k anti-A you? I wish he did 6p. 6p I think has a bit more reward. It's a bit more guaranteed, a bit more reward, but it's whatever. Yeah, jump B there. Nice throw, landing throw. I've already explained a combo for that with Solidus, so don't need to explain too much. But in general, jumping in that situation, like I don't think there's any combo after that. There might be a combo. That probably is a combo. Okay, there is a combo. I don't know if you're trying to do an advanced combo. Seems really bloody weird. Let's just say don't do that for now. Just do a simple combo. Yeah. Comes down the button, anti-airs you again with the tech trap. 2k, hits you low, so much damage. And he does an actual full punish, yeah. He's catching you. Like you're trying to, I think you try to land here and throw. I'm pretty sure he tried to throw. Yeah, you did. I'm surprised that didn't actually work. I feel like your throw should have worked there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure your throw should have worked there. That's weird. Any throw involved? I don't know how he'd have any throw involved there either. Maybe you're like a millimeter out or something of throw range or I don't know. Like you're that far away range wise from him. It's crazy. But that throw should have worked. Yes, yeah, you can see the combo and just destroys you. Actually, before go any further, I'm gonna do something. So this bothers me a lot. I'm gonna look at the end of each round and I'm gonna see how much meter you have. Okay, so that's fair. It's a fair amount of that's okay meter. 50 meters fine to have. I think you used a bunch on not Dark Angels on the Super Bowl, yeah. You did the H super there. Did you do a ball thing? No, you killed him. Alright. Did you do an IK? Did you do an IK install? I think you did. Accidental? Probably. Yeah, you just used up all your meat. Okay, that doesn't count. That's cheating. Oh no, that's the round we haven't looked at yet. It's going so fast. Okay. So, your meter usage is okay. Well, you're using meter, but you're just probably not on the right things. Definitely not on the right things. Okay, so, jump, you just anti-airing you, or air to air you. Gonna pick up the donuts. Got meteors, yeah. You should be tech tracking, even when you land, because you're whiffing a button, you should be tech tracking you with something here. Just use thrust. I think he tried to press 5k, but he got thrust by accident. Yeah, might struggle. Just a sec. Sorry about that. Roy. Yeah, might struggle. Bomb. It's gonna doesn't hit you. That's good. Try to do block strings. 5H is not a good block string ender. Double head morbid. Again. front. Yeah, get hit by meters again. There's the clash, so I was unlucky. You could do a throw in that actually. And you do all your YCs and you kind of give up a little bit. Do some, so you actually do some okay QVs here. Like you do Fires and a QV. That's really good. And then you do, except the problem is you do it into HQV, which I wouldn't recommend. I use POK. PK ball summons are the best ones for you at the moment. And the other problem is you did the same one twice. So you only got one ball and it's right there. So you could have had 2 balls. Also, you should have probably cancelled that QV into something like a 2S. Like you did 2S QV, you should have done like another, like a Fires or a 2S into another QV. Because you could have actually poked you out of that probably. But you should have just tapped that ball and followed up on it. So you kind of do a dash up 6H, you could have interrupted you there. Quite easily. Yeah, just the air dash into a 5k. The only things I can say about that is way too much jumping. You're really not summoning balls, so you really need to be on the ground summoning balls. And most of the time they should be P or K balls. P ball is just good for covering the ground, K ball is good for using in the air, like do a rising normal or a falling normal that you can hit and help cover the ground. Your approach. Should really learn how to use Carcass Raid. Carcass Raid is super good. Just to reset pressure. And then when you get your block strings in order, you're able to do stuff with Mad Struggle and do mix-ups there. Re-look at your throw combos because that throw combo is needlessly pointless. It's hard and pointless, so try not to do that. Try to use way more 2S and Fire S over normals like try not to use 5H. Try not to use 5H that much. It's not the best normal. Maybe after like a close slash and a 5H or something into a QV, you know, you could do that, but it's not like a good poking normal. Then you got double head mob, delete that immediately. Don't you ever use that. It's probably, I think it's almost the worst, the most pointless special move in the game. Almost. I can't think of the only other special move I can think of that might be just as bad is Riot Stamp. But this one just doesn't have a point, honestly. It's that bad. Like it's like a damage chip out. It's a damage like round ending extra limited damage tool. It's just don't use it. Every time you press a normal, make sure you cancel it into ball summon or QV if you're close, which is what you're doing sometimes. You can kind of do like a normal into a ball summon into a normal into a ball summon, you know, or normal into QV, normal QV, and you keep hitting the ball. Make sure you're summoning balls and using them in neutral as well, because that lets you move in. You don't have to jump around all the time. You can use balls to help you out. But you can use balls for your approach, which is what I was mentioning before. So look at that video, I think it's 1 or 2 videos ago, where I reviewed Solidus Venom. I explained a lot of the combos, a lot of everything. But yeah. Just gotta work on it. I don't know how long you've been playing, so I can't say too much more, but hey, I look at Mori. So I can't say too much more on that. I'm gonna be going for 40 minutes. Guess it'll be a shorter one today. Gonna do bad guy. Each bad guy playing Faust. Oops. That's best. Alright. So the same with Solidus, I did do a review of Cargo about 1 or 2 days ago. Not 1 or 2 days. 1 or 2 videos ago. So you can get any information you want from that. Alright, so round start. I think you try to press virus or something. Your buttons aren't that fast. Like if we look at your buttons right now, your buttons aren't that fast. Like you can press 5k, I guess, but virus is quite slow. 2p, like if you're gonna press on normal, you should probably press like 5k or 2p. 2p can kind of get around stuff, and 5k, like 2p will get underneath stuff, and 5k will get over stuff. That's the best way to put it. Apart from that, you should probably be doing stuff like jumping, jump 2k. Jump 2k is also a pretty good round start because it kind of goes over things. Like you can jump over a poke and then come down with it and kind of hit, or just continue pressure off it. Alright. Goes maybe 6p round start, but that's a bit intense. So this virus, you press virus twice, but this virus needed to be cancelled into an item. Every time you hit an item, like you hit a normal, it needs to be cancelled into an item. Also, try to not do a forward air dash like this. Faust's forward air dash is not that good. I mean, if you are, you should probably cancel it into jump 2k or something, or FDC at C, drop a bit, and then do jump 2k. What match, Derek? Hey, measuring. I don't even know if you've got any matches I can analyze. Yeah. So unfortunately, you whiff the button there because you did I-80 jump P. It's like you whiff the button there. You just frame trap. You do 6p here. That 6. If you're gonna do 6p, that 6p should be cancelled on an item, but because of how rushed it was, you should be converting this 6p into 5k, which is this.
Faust versus Kai. Get ready to rock.
So you should be doing.
Counter.
Like generally you should be doing this. That. But because of how rushed you were, that's what you should be doing. This is what you did. You did that. It's like nah. Even from range. Definitely be able to do that. You also do that. Yeah. That's your preferred option. Now you're pressing it a bit too much. You're pushing 6 feet way too much. Like this dash chop could have been into 2H or something. Press it. Then you could dash up, and then about here is when you would press like maybe a 2H. 2H of that range or a far S would have been way better than you know, than doing a bit more of a dash up on a 6p. Which you could have done even further back, like because there's dash momentum with normals in this game. It's like because if I press 2H around here, I'll probably still be able to get into range. Like almost get into range. Like that. I don't have to go. I have to wait all the way over here. I can really go a distance. So dash momentum. Yeah. So you should meet. you're pressing the wrong normals. The wrong. First of all, try not to. 6B is a close. 6B is like an anti-S slash a close range maybe counter poke type thing. But it's not like a dashing poke. I really wouldn't use it like a dashing poke because its reward isn't as good as compared to like someone like Soul's, you know? Like Soul's not gonna do a dashing 6B because he gets good reward off it. But yours is like harder to get reward off. So it's not as good. Which is a problem. You get much more reward off like a jump 2k or a 2H. Like if you want to blow through highs or something, you just jump over them. If you want to, you can just press 2H at like a further range. You don't really need a 6P. So like you go in, yeah, it's whatever. Should be definitely using, yeah, way too much 6P. You get caught here. It's good. That's a good use of 6P there to catch. Another thing is, instead of here, like you could have done 2H or Virus earlier, or you could have dashed and done a jump 2k, or you could have just done 5k at that range, and that might have interrupted his poke or his fireball, and then you could have converted off it because it would have been counter hit. You need to block all that, or you need not even just block all that. You just need to have teched out that, and then you need to have jumped in the air or something and gotten away from that. Could have actually convert off that. You can convert every time off that you hit it, which is no, can't hit. Can't hit. You do off normal hit. Bit harder, but you can definitely yeah, something like that. No, can't hit, it's like even better. Canning can probably do some funky stuff. Maybe not, actually. Probably wouldn't do that. Yeah, just keep it simple. Just 5k, you know, all that business. But to be honest, the doors aren't really good. Doors are not good. They're not that, like the doors and the going in from above are not very good. Alright, mentioned before, maybe can, because that's a much higher 6B, and the untech time is decent. So he could have probably did a day not that. Done this. You could do that. If you caught him at like really far range like this. Not with a hammer. Something like that. Something simple, you know? Then you do an empty jump. I would Faust should be every time Faust is in the air like that and you want to move forward, you should be doing drill. 100% of the time. Drill. Always be doing drill. Drill's so good. It compensates for his lack of good air dash normals, or just his normals in general. I like not good offensively. Not the best offensively. So jump 2k is where he needs to be using that. Throw an item there. Caught. Another door. He can punish that. Should have punished that. Yeah, you're mashing way too much 6p. Tech forward into a jump P and then you do 6p. It's like 6p for Faust is, you can only special cancel 6p of ours, and it's like not. It's not very good unless it's counter hit. And you're not really gonna get counter hits in a lot of these situations, so it's very, you know, ooh. 5k would be better, you know? 5k might be better. With that. Should definitely have gone my way a lot earlier. I mean, that was random, that pogo, but yeah, should have gone my way a lot earlier. Alright, you almost got the 6 edge off, but you went underneath. You haven't used anything, you've used some Fire S, but you haven't used any like 5k or 2h at all. Especially 2h, like 2h would help you a lot in this matchup because it can go under a lot of pokes. It's got good range, it goes on a lot of stuff. It's very good. Oh, yeah, you got frame trapped here. Too busy throwing items. This is where, like, see when you're throwing like when you cancel into stuff here, like you did Fire S, that Fire should have been cancelled into an item or something, or into Thrust. But instead you kind of just let that rock, then you just kind of hit with 6p. Hit there. And yeah, you throw an item there, but honestly you should have been anti-airing him here. Not even honestly, you should have just been anti-airing him here instead of throwing an item. Like throwing items in neutral when they're close enough to do an air dash at you, or an air dash range, is, you know, problematic. Good, risky but good Fire S around start. Just remember that you should be cancelling them into, like both of these should have been cancelled into something like an item or a thrust. You don't just want to be poking with normals all the time for no good reason. Need a 6h, yeah, 6h. 6h isn't exactly a poking tool. It's just a good, like, it's just something good that you can throw out during pressure. Throwing it in neutral is like, you could do it, but it's very easy to throw something that can. It's very easy to interrupt. Is the best way to put it. It's not a poke. Not the best poke. They're way better pokes. Yeah, you do 5p. Yeah. Honestly, in this situation, instead of doing 5p, if you're gonna do 5p, you need to be cancelling it. Like 5p, 2s, and a 2h or something. And just something simple. If you're gonna do... If you're really gonna use 5p, because 5p doesn't really go into itself. You should always be cancelling that. Lots of you can do that. That's why I think 2k is a lot better. It's really easy to hit confirm off. It's a lot easier. It's also low. You can jump cancel any of it. So instead of doing a dash up, what you were doing is a dash up 5p. Or just trying to check with a 5p. Like, you can do that, but 2k is perfectly good enough. Just do that. It's just something like simple like that. Yeah, like 5, yeah, like you need continuing this. Try not to use 6, like yeah, don't use 6p try to avoid using 6 speed too much. Like it's just purely an anti-air, and it's sometimes in situations you can make it like a something where you 6p on an item throw, you know? Like at close range if you want to try to counterwork or get bigger reward. But you're using it way too much compared to your other normals, which are like very good. Read server, sec. Top. Yeah, doing a block string there, just get hit by thunder. Oof. Yeah. I mentioned this before. I mentioned this in the cargo video, but just if you're gonna air dash forward, like, or you want to do stuff like that, you know. Stuff like that. That's the easiest way to do. Get stuff off of air dash, but you really shouldn't be air dashing too much. Just normal, just a simple, something simple as this, like, you know, just perfectly fine. It's perfectly good. It'll be plus, trust me. It'll be very plus. You'll do stuff, and it goes over pokes. Definitely be abusing jump 2k. Yeah. Top, you went to Pogo, but you didn't go into going my way again. 5D, what was that? Was that 5p? I do. That's okay. That's an okayish mix-up. You get E-burst anyways, but I mean that's something. Good that you get out of the fireball that time. Not good that you kind of... You press 5k there, which is good because you would have got hit if you press anything else, but... It should really be coming down with a lot of normals. Like when you jump back like this, you could have come down with like a delayed jump 2k. Instead, you press like a delayed jump k, and you get hit by a fireball, knocked down. You do some sort of block string, which is kind of cool. Apparently your block strings aren't very good. Like they're not very, you don't have extended normals that go into stuff. What you're going to be doing is doing stuff like 5p into like 2p, 2k or something. And then you're going to be jump cancelling a lot. Jump cancelling into jump k, jump 2k, and you're resetting pressure a lot to 2s. Like 2p 2s or jump, or 2k, 2p 2s. Or 5p 2s, you know? 5p is your only plus normal, so you have to use jump cancels and jump 2k a lot. I think 2k is also a pretty... Is 2k plus? I think 2k is also plus. 2k is plus, which is very good. So you do have plus, 5p, which is a plus normal that you can keep using for frame traps to give you pressure, and 2k is also pretty good because you'll be able to do 2k and then you can dash up and do another 2k or something, you know. So just, you know. Something like that is perfectly fine because you can cancel it. Something that is perfectly fine. You can just, you know, go for it. For a throw. Do it low. Get the 6H. Do lots of stuff. Definitely a lot more pressure you can be doing. Look what the top, look what like Nage is doing, preferably. To get the whole character locked down. So what happened here? He should have comboed off that. Stun Dipper, he gets a DP. Wait, how did you tech out of that? I can't believe you got out of that. Then you jump up and come down and he just DPs you. He gets hit. Selects the right one, unlucky. Nice interrupt to 5p. 5k is a lot better for interrupting, honestly, but 2k in that situation, 2k, 2p, and 5k are a lot better in the situation for interrupting at that range. 5p is just a bit too short range. Yeah, you're trying to get away. And yep. Just catches you. Yeah, you have to kind of block and hold all that. It's unfortunate. Reset your trades, whatever. Then here you press fire so you didn't cancel into an item. Trapeze. They're better normals for controlling your space. Like up, you rise here. I mean that's okay, I guess. Jump P, just jump P to kind of protect your space. Do you just walk back out of that? Yeah. This is not good. So first of all, you didn't cancel that fire S again. Not this one. Fire S, you didn't cancel it. Then you do an IAD forward into a jump P, and you're whiffing all these normals. Instead of doing like an FDC to cancel in the air and come down with stuff. Then you do a 6p, which is, you know, low reward, and it's I'm pretty sure it's also minus. Maybe it's better when you cancel items, but it's just very minus. It's minus 12. Definitely be doing that. Shoot the door. You should have punished you there, even with just a 2D. Or like a 2S into Thunder, but should have definitely punished you there. Yeah. I mean, that was okay there because you auto-corrected to get jump K on the way down. Just a bit too much. Jump P is okay, but we'd rather other normals. So yeah, dash forward, jump P into a bum bag. Yeah, can't do that. If you really want to do a bum bag early, you gotta kind of do the air dash into a bum bag, like a lot earlier and away from them, so the bum bag kind of controls more space. Like that. Just a good distance off the ground. After an air dash, you can do that. You actually cancel like the air dash immediately into it, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you cancel pretty early. Run back, jump. You come down with the jump 8. You should probably come down with like a drill there or a jump K. So this here, you do an air dash forward. You cancel with jump P, but a drill would have been better there. Or just an FTC drill. Or FTC jump D. Jump D is also pretty good there. Like jump D is strangely a very annoying normal to anti-air, so you can do it from height. Rising jump P, I guess it's good. Get underneath. I'm surprised that didn't work. I'm being surprised that didn't work. Oh, that's dangerous. Then you wait for 6B there. If anything, you should have, after this happened, you did a jump P, you hit him. You should have immediately done like a dash up Fire S or a 5k to kind of trap him and get an item out. You definitely have done that. Then you're trying to jump forward, then you do an air dash. This kind of works because you do like a falling normal, it's harder for him to anti-air, but the jump T would have been way better. That Fire S goes into a 5H, which is kind of okay. But none of this goes into any item cancels, which is bad. Blow yourself up again. Take forward jump B. Yeah. Should definitely be punishing you. Oh, you can convert off that with 5k. Yeah. Too much 6B. You got there, should have comboed off that. Oop, just a sec. Right. So none of that was cancelled into any items, which is bad. You also haven't cancelled any into what's the name? You haven't cancelled any into thrust. The scalpel thrust. Which is good in its own right, because it's a good combo. It combos on hit. No, it does combo on hit, but it's a good frame trap. Pretty sure it's not 2 minus if you do it at good range. So they can't punish it. And it catches them trying to jump out or try to punish you for doing item toss. -11 isn't that bad. Especially at the range it's going to be, like, it's really hard for them to punish you. Alright. So once again, just 6H. Then he jumps forward and you do an item toss. Like, this is when you got to be ready. Like, every time you've been throwing items is generally when you should have been... is generally where you should have been getting ready to anti-air or something. Or you can get a poke to an easy item. And every time you have been getting opportunities to use items, which is after pokes, you just don't do it, which is bad. Yeah, 6P, obviously I've mentioned before, there's a better combo of that does way more damage. I'm using 6P way too much, yeah. Okay, by low. Forward, try to go into 6H again. Remember the block strings. Remember the jump cancel, remember the jump 2k. Like in this situation here, like, go 6P here. Like, he's doing a lot of stuff. He's been pressing a lot of normals. But if he jumped up there and did jump 2k, you would have come down and hit him. Maybe got a counter hit. Maybe just gotten pressure. Like, you would have been plus. Yeah, here again. Could you press something here? Anyway, so it's a trade, which is good for you. Sorry. Then this is good. Dash up, you do 2S. I would have preferred 2k. 2k is a lot better. Then you do 2S into 5H, which is interesting. No item cancel though. 2S should generally be jump cancelled to continue pressure. And it should be confirmed into. Right before S. Yep. All your normals are whiffing. He can really whiff punish a lot. Like a better player would be with punishing these. Good 6 here. Remember the combo you could have done after that? Right, then you whiff a jump P into a second jump P instead of FTC into jump P or something. I'm like a broken record on that. Doctor Copter. Go. Okay, I see a 2H there, which is good. Oh. Got lucky there. You need to be cancelling that. You need to be cancelling that 6H into every time you get 6H, you can cancel it into an item toss if you want to. If it gets blocked, or you can cancel it into pogo, or just a thrust. Like, those are all really good options. think those are your only options actually, but yeah, in general, just cancelling 6H into triggers your damage. Thrust is good damage if it's counter hit, but it keeps you safe at longer range. It's good pressure on items just when it gets blocked or something. So yeah, things I would recommend is try not to air dash. Try to use jump 2K way more. Just experiment. Like jump 2K is really good. If you watch a top fast player, or like most like a fast player that's gone past like week 2, I'd say, then they'll also be using a shit ton of jump 2K. That's like a super good normal. Try to cancel your fire S's, your 2H's, or even your 5, maybe not your 5Ks, but all of your other stuff into item throws. Just sick. Yeah, make sure you so when you're air dashing, try not to air dash forward. If you're gonna air dash forward, you can FDC it or something. But you should generally just be moving forward with jump 2K anyways. You shouldn't be air dashing is not the best thing. Jump 2K is a really good normal to start pressure with. Remember to extend your pressure with jump 2K 2K because you can jump cancel into jump 2K whatever. Try not to use 6H too much in the situations you're using it. It's more of like something you do every once in a while after a block string when they don't see it coming for big damage. What else? Try to only use 6P in anti-air situations, and if you do, make sure you convert off it. Also try to cancel the item toss if you can. Preferably. And then yeah, use way more 2H. 2H like for you to use some fires, but 2H is a really good normal, you should be using that more. Dashing up into 6P is not as worth it, honestly. It's something you could pull out when you get a read or something for some good damage, but like in some situations, like a count hit 5K is pretty good in its own right. If you're like near the corner, you can do something like this. Just count hit on. They'll get another one, but if you're in the corner, then like that. Probably more damage you can get off that bit. I don't do too much on that, but you can do kind of hit 5K in the corner for stuff. Apart from that, I don't know. I don't know if I didn't mention anything, but look at the cargo video and it'll explain a lot of the combos. It'll explain a lot of combos, it'll explain a lot of the block string pressure, and some other tools like it. I talk about the thrust in there. It's one of the past 2 videos. Okay, that's 2. Next we're going to Neon. I'll just double check. Oh god. Alright. So the next video I'm gonna do one that I didn't do from last week. Or the week before last Tourney, so number 29, which was against which is Neon. There are a lot of new players, so I wasn't able to do a lot of people. So this is to catch up on Neon, because I kind of missed out on him.
Pike versus Ramlaval. Get ready to rock.
Good. Ram is way taller. I mean, I guess she is fighting, but still. Let's go over this. It's round start 2S. I mean, you get here, it's whatever. So round start for Baiken is interesting. She's one of the two characters that can actually like parry round start and do a lot of damage. Like for example, just do that round start and get started. Other things you could do, like other round start things you could do, like 2S is okay. Maybe you could low profile with 2S. Probably not. What else could you do? You can keep flashing. That's gonna cost as well. Nice. Makes you too far for that. Yeah. These I could recommend is stuff like just doing a jump page. You can't like do a round start fire to us. Really, they should be afraid of you because at any point in time, you can just do that. You can do that very easily. So your round start should be pretty much off hand because it's very easy to just do this. And anything they do just hurts you, and you start winning the round from that position. And if you don't think they're gonna do it, then that's when you can do stuff like this. You know, you can just dash up and do stuff, or you can jump forward. Alright. So your round start should generally be quite scary against a Baiken. So the potential to just parry and counter hit for big damage. Just a sec. Alright. So she does. So Ram does have good ways of, you know, trying to get like she does the overheads and mix-ups, high-low mix-ups. So she can blow you up for trying to do high parries. I think you just press the button. You just press 2S and you just counter hit here. You just need to understand, like, it's not your turn. You should be getting a meaty on you and counter hitting you if you ever press a button. Oop. He messed up the combo there, but you bursted, which is whatever. 6p. That 6p needed to be cancelled into something. Baiken in general has a lot of good block strings. That's good. It's a Tourney. Okay, so this is your first. Okay, so 6p. It's 6p. I'll start off. I'll be a bit more brief because usually I go in depth in this, but I'll be more brief. So you got 6p. 6p can cancel into a lot of things. I can't cancel the flow slash, which is surprising. We should definitely be cancelling 6p into stuff. You know? Like that. Generally, Baiken has very good pressure. Like a lot of good safe pressure, and she's very hard. And if you're a counter poker, she'll just blow you up. So, but yet, ramp to block. Starting with 6p is okay. I honestly recommend starting with like a 5k is a lot faster, and lets you to go into close S. Anyways, your general pressure for extensions. Your general pressure for extensions is like Kabari. Kabari is very good, or you can do something like this. There's some stuff like that. The Kabari, like this is a simple block string. It's like is that, or you can mix up with a throw, which does big damage in the corner. Messing up the combo. You don't mess with that. Alright, gonna have to put this in my lap. Okay, stuff like that. It's simple, but you know, you get your block strings. But yeah, alright, so you got your block strings, you'll either go into Kabari, or you'll just go into throw. Yeah, stuff like that, good damage. What else? You can all generally your block strings like your 5k doesn't cancel into other stuff, and you don't really plus normals. Like if I look at your frame data, your plus frames aren't really gonna come from your normals. Mm. 5p is kind of plus. You could try do some stuff with 5p, but 2p, I'm pretty sure 2p isn't that as good. Yeah, 2p isn't the best. It's the best recovery. You do 6k. 6k is quite good. Yeah. You can sometimes do stuff like this. Oops. You can get to a throw. Yeah, just gonna check some more frame data. I don't think clay slash is anything good in it. -7, -4, yeah, not good. Yeah, maybe you could do stuff like this. No, not that. You need a frame trap, something like this. Alright. Yeah, that's all you should stick to right now. Just do stuff like this. You can go for a throw. Or extend pressure and keep doing it again. Or you can do, what's that? Just a throw. At any point in time, if you think they're gonna pressure you, you know, like after this, you just go. Just parry it. Just parry. And you just can't hit them for trying to do something. Or also in this situation, you can also do this. Like a frame trap, and you're pretty. I think you're pretty plus after that. A B plus. Where's the slam? -2. -2 isn't that bad. But the reward you can kind of get off it. Get your block string. Because after this, you just parry and punish them. Yeah. So honestly, your block strings aren't like super. Like your mix-ups and your mix-ups aren't like devastating, but your reward is pretty good. So you'll do a lot of pressure, and you'll reset it and grind blocks on, and then eventually they might try to do something, and you can trap them for doing it or something, you know. And if they counter poke, you just get bigger reward with the parry. And your general mix-up options, apart from, you know, just a simple block string, stuff like this. Like 6k is good because it can blow up. It's a throw involved, so it'll blow up some them trying to throw you. It's also plus, and you can cancel it. Oh, you can go do that. Didn't think you could do that. Yeah, even after this, like let's just say you do this, This is a blocks. This is just a this isn't gonna get you plus. This just ends the combo. But yeah, this sort of timing is pretty good. Yeah. Back in general, she doesn't have the bit like the only mix-up that I mentioned before was this. Doing that. Or you can this is a mix-up. That's an instant overhead. You can just stuff up like that. This will be the combo. Yeah, well, there's definitely stuff you can be doing. I don't want to get ramp on too much, so that's your block string pressure. You know, you get your throws in there. Also remember, you do combos like after this, you do get this, you do after 2k. This is a good way to like do a combo. Because then afterwards you're just gonna do an IID forward like that. Maybe not after that one. Like that, yep. I'll catch him, something like that. There's also, what's the other one? After a throw. Okay, but yeah, you kind of get the idea of that. I think the other combo, wait, simple combo. It's simple combo. Get you a knockdown off that. Well, it would on not lights probably. And you get that combo there. I already mentioned the combo in the corner. A simple combo mixed range is just, you know, it's just something like this. You can do something like this. You can get into a 6k off it. What's your anti-hit combo? That's probably an anti-air combo. There you go. That's a good anti-air combo. I'll keep him locked down somewhat. Alright, so that's block string, that's combos, corner combos, throw combos. You had Oki, I mentioned before, the 6k. There's mix-ups with the throw, the command dash and the throw, and the Zansa and RC. Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, mix swing a good chunk for now. So burst, need a 6p. Remember your 6p is minus. Minus 8, yeah. So you do need to cancel it. You did kind of try to frame trap, which is kind of cool. That tatami could have been cancelled. So first of all, let's look at your block string. Yeah, 5k into 2p. It's like you do another 5k. You could have extended a bit more. You could have kept him in there a lot longer. Then the tatami, you could have done a jump S, jump D to get a knockdown off it, or just extend off that because he's just gonna attack. But you could have comboed off that. It's good. Careful. That could have been extended, that block string. Trying to get in. There we go, that's good. Should probably dash up and done like a 6k. Or like a fire, maybe a fire S here. I think you would have been, you're a bit too late. He kind of just jumps out and he catches you here. Then you do a high to high parry there. Which is bad because he's gonna hit with a low. So you just, if you're gonna do that, if you're gonna do a parry, we'll try to majority of the time do a low parry. Cool deal. Yeah. Oh, got to mention approaching. So biking actually is a very good way of approaching. First of all, her jump edge is very good. It's very hard to anti it, and it gets her down the ground and gets her in block zone safely. She has jump S. Jump S is very good. And she can also do this. If you do it properly. So it's like heights. And then there's just in general like an IAD for timing. In general, when you're jumping around, especially if you're moving backwards, like at the timing like this is really good. Or even just a backwards at timing like this.
Negative penalty.
Just helps you cover space because it's hard for him to anti-air this.
Negative penalty.
Cross up. No, don't think you do. Yep, I think you do. Alright. But yeah, approaching with the timing is very good. Forward. Nice. So, Poker, you could have extended your block string a bit more, but you did something, which is okay. You have a lot of meter, by the way. What does Baiken use meter on? It's a good question. She doesn't exactly need it on YS. The only thing she's going to YSC is her fireball thing. She doesn't exactly need it. But she gets fine damage without it. I don't think she needs to convert. If she's going to she doesn't really need to convert off it either. She could use it for a bit more damage. Observation. Her supers. Forgotten what she uses all her meter on. It's really weird. Probably something like this. Yeah, I think in general she's gonna be using it here. Like any type of wall combo, she'll do something like this. Just some extra damage. Or like a reversal super. Probably not as much reversal super. Do not that. Yeah, honestly I can't remember it. Honestly, I can't remember exactly what she uses meter on. I guess just using it to extend big damage combos. Yeah, I'm not. Actually, had a blank. Surprising. Just using it for your super FD. I don't really need RC. She can RC for more damage. She doesn't need RC to confirm most of the time. Tatami YRC, I guess. Do stuff like this. She doesn't need it too much as well on Tatami wise. Tatami's. Maybe converting off a chain. Yeah, maybe some form of conversion. She doesn't really need meter as much. She's not meter hungry. It's kind of surprising. Thought she'd be way more meter hungry. I guess, apart from, you know, she saves it up for Suzerain. Suzerain's pretty good. She uses Suzerain, she uses it for the super, she uses it for, something like this. Extend pressure. Actually, yeah, no. I can kind of see situations now where it'd be working. Something like this. Yep, you can extend pressure like this. Okay, yeah, now she has a good explanation of our meter, because she can you can send pressure like this. Then she can get good damage off it with RCs. Her super and Yazansa. Yep, I think that's the best space. Should get good use out of the timey YC, Yazansen, some supers. Just remember to delay it because you really want the YRC section of that part. Alright. Explained enough now. Alright, so you definitely should have... So this jump forward here should have been a jump H, or this air dash forward probably should have been a jump H, or maybe a jump P, a falling jump P, or jump S or something. Just should have definitely been a normal to get your blocks done. You probably could have. So that's one situation where I think it could have worked. You could have done could have RC'd off that Fire S, because you don't actually have any way of confirming into a combo at that range. So you could do close slash fast slash RC and then dash up and do something. So I don't think you can even do Fire S 5H. Oh, you can. If you're not far enough, you could do Fire S 5H RC and continue the combo of that as a longer range confirm. Nice frame trap there. I've actually didn't confirm if it. That should have been like at the time you met probably. Yeah. Now he's got the blender. Need to be blocking all this. Yeah. You shouldn't be in the. You should be in the air on this. Honestly, should have jumped away. Didn't need to block all that. You can also parry. I think you could parry through that as well. Yeah, that catch. Could do that. No, I'll catch you. Could have done that, maybe. Catch him if you try to do something. How much damage does that do to you? No damage. Apart from that, just being in the air is perfectly fine. Because you can come down with a jump H. It's perfect. It's like you just come down with a jump H and kind of destroy him. So you shouldn't have needed to take that. Next round. This shouldn't have comboed. You should have been. I counted. Okay, no, it did work. Yeah. That's so a lot of ramps will do far S around start because they want to go into Daru, whatever, and it's got good reward on counter hit, but it's risky. So you can just, you know, parry around start and blow him up every time he does far S. That was a risky interruption. He probably should have meted you properly though. You would just be blocking that first hit. You could have jumped. You could have after that. First of all, this 6k. This 6k, you could have dashed up a little bit instead of going into 2s. You could have dashed up and did like another 5k something. But you did 2s. Then you did Tatami. Could have extended the pressure a bit more, but you actually could have comboed off this at that range. You could have done jump S, jump D, and then do an air dash, jump S, jump D combo. Oof. Max into imports, and yeah, do you just get caught low here? You get caught mashing again. You need to just block the first hit. You really need to block the first hit because they're just gonna keep meeting you. It gets you to the low. Yep, it's just gonna keep block stringing you. Nice 2H there. That 2H you could have gone to a Tatami for a combo. That was a good block string. He FT'd you out, which is smart by him. So that's where like a command dash wouldn't hurt. Command dash and a throw wouldn't hurt. Or an up chain, doing an earlier chain to pull him in, you know? So you could have gone like close S, fire S chain and pulled him back in. Or if you know he's going to jump away, you could do close S, fire S, up S chain. Or you could have gone to 2H earlier or something. Or you could have just stopped the combo earlier. If he's going to FT you out like that. Just killing that. Try to chase him down. Best. Yeah. Honestly, you should have been doing a Tatami about here in the air instead of when you landed. An IAD jump back to a jump back or an IAD back to Tatami should have gotten a reward for you. I'm surprised that jump P just didn't win straight out there. I mean that parry P. Parry S might have been parry H or parry S will be parry H is really fast and parry S might have is just fully involved. So you might get reward off that. Trying to anti-air with the uppercut just a bit risky when you could just be 6B'ing this. Remember to come down with Tatami here. You jump back here, you could have come down with Tatami and maybe counter hit him. That could have been, you missed up the Tatami there, I noticed that. Yeah, that's supposed to be Tatami. You could have just come down with jump, like Tatami or jump H there would have been fine. 5k Tatami. That 5k was a bit of a block string, could have gone a bit better. It just catches you. Yeah, that where block string goes, it goes low, then a mid, and then it goes into a low, and a second low, or on the third hit, a second low, which is pretty low value, or it goes into a high, which is very high value. The low in general is really shit because it's like it's punishable. The reward's really bad. Everything's bad about it. But the high is like positive. It's plus on block. It gets you good reward. It's a bit slow. It's a bit slower, but it's still very good. So they're always gonna go for the high. So you need to make sure you're blocking the high before you block the low there. So always, so block the first low, then block the mid and then the high. And eventually they'll start going to the low afterwards, but you know. Yep, round start. If you parry any of these round starts, you'll just destroy her. You get their easy round start. The 2H, you need to be cancelled into something, even chain. Yeah. That does too late, and he just gets you with the 2S, 2H. Now just meeting you. And a lot of these can be thrown as well, he's too close. He's not doing high damage either, he's just meeting you. He's getting you hit, and he's meeting you to death. Yeah, like he probably should have finished that combo as well. You do a 6p there, that 6p obviously needs to be cancelled because you're minus. Do a 5k. That wasn't a cancel, it's just a normal 5k afterwards. Tatami, could have done a bit more of that. Remember to do your jump S, jump D after the tatami. It's big counting it there. Would be nice if you convert off it, but you can't do everything. RS. Caught. Yeah, he just catches you at range there. Sucks. Get out of the corner, which is good. Tatami, nice. Jump back. Every time you do this, try to do a tatami. Every time you air dash back or jump back. Ah! You go for a low parry and just get counted there. You're not exactly doing like incredibly bad things. You're doing your block strings are like they're somewhat there. You're just getting hit over and over in certain situations. Like he's meeting you over and over. Like when it's your turn, your turn's not bad, but when it's his turn, he does like way more. And he's not really doing much. He's just doing a meaty. And that only works on counter hit. And the fact that he's just getting that because you're mashing is the problem. Like if you really want to mash, if a biker wants to mash, they should be doing parry. Parry is like way better of a mash because it just blows. You just parry and then wake up with the parry follow up and then blow them up. So you should be doing that. Be doing parry instead of a wake up button. Honestly, getting out of the corner there was good. Yeah, if fire and you jump out the corner, that's good. Tatami, that's good. Tatami here would be good. Just tatami. Like this, not here. Tatami here would be good. Then you manage to get a knockdown with that. You're not that minus, so you can't. It's hard for you to punish. It's hard for him to punish you every time you hit him with that. Then you do a meaty. That should have been a combo. This should have been a 6k. A 6k is a lot better here because it's got good reward. And it's best. It's throw invul. But this should have gone to like 5k close slash 2d. Definitely. But instead you do 5k into tatami. And you just get punished for it. And you get hit by an overhead. Yeah. Some unfortunate stuff, like you could have done a lot there, but you just wakes up with a button. And he blows you up. He's getting a lot of mileage out of that overhead as well. Missed the tatami. That could have been a better block string. Yeah, so the 2S could have been 2S, 2H into chain. Could have done that. Tatami, it's fine. I like this jump P to get you down on the ground. After those jump Ps though, you could have done like a 5P or you could have done like a 5P walk up throw or a 5K close slash 2H or something. You could have done a lot more with that block string. I like how you got down. I just think you should have done more once you were down instead of going straight into like, you know, instead of going straight into like the ender. Because you just did 2S. Like 2S is like something near the end of the block string that you want to reset into later on. Like your lighter normals are better, yeah, because your lighter normals like threaten throw, and they help go into other block string normals. And then you just did a raw 2S. Like it was just in general, it was just a 2S. You didn't even like cancel the timing. You just did a timing afterwards. Good hit there. Try 6k. That's good. Every time you get a counter at 6k, you should be doing dash up 5k to the timing or something into jump S, jump D every time. Nice. That's good. You could have picked up with 5k or close slash there. Preferably 5k. Like 5k close slash jump cancel. Try jump S. Yeah, I think jump H would have been a little bit better here. Jump S is good, but jump H is also very good. Could have done jump. The jump H would have probably caught him as he went underneath you. Anyways, you press jump S. As soon as you landed, you try to press a button, he just XPs you. Nice. That should have gone to something like that 2H. Music's over. Didn't finish that combo. Oof, nice. Hold up. You could have followed up on that again. Could have been more damage. Overhead. Good burst though. Oof. You could have come out with the jump H there and probably taken your turn still. Because he summoned there. If you didn't air dash back, you would have done like a jump H and come down on him. With probably a count hit as well. And you would have been able to combo off that. Oof. Another big count hit. Went flying. Have I done Stuckles before? I think I've ever reviewed Stuckles. Just a sec. Maybe I've done Stuckles before. Oh, wait, no, it's one of the... Okay, yeah, okay. Don't worry about that. Anyways. So, jumps forward. Yep, catches you bashing. You could have been throwing these every time he does that. Like land and throw. There. This shouldn't hit you. You're into time. You're in a command dash. That sucks. You're literally screwed at that point. All you could have done is YRC. You could have just YRC'd earlier. YRC'd and blocked, or YRC into parry, something. Yeah, caught you then. That sucks. Caught him there. Probably should have done like a 6p to trap him there. Like here, you should do a 6p or an air throw if he's going to tech immediately. And you tried to time it, but his twist it missed. I think it just whiffed. Yeah, and his twist is a bit faster. All right. So unfortunately, I don't have as much to talk about there. Like, you're doing okay things. Like your block, obviously your confirms need to be a little bit better. You weren't doing your block string. I think your block string needs to be improved because you don't really have big mix-ups. You have a lot of block string stuff where you do, like, you go into the 5k or the 5p and you know that the 2h and the chain, and you pull them back in, or you can go for a command dash throw and you do that a lot, and you get your big damage off throw in the corner, and also converting pressure and knockdown and getting throw again and again. Eventually get Zance and RC in there, and they'll get you some more damage. I would have liked, if you're ever gonna, like, all of the time it was just you getting knocked down, then you getting hit by a normal. Getting hit by a melee because you pressed a button. Most of the time you could have just parried it if you really wanted to wake up with something. And you could have got big reward off that. Round start parry would have just blown him up every time. Remember to block the third hit of that overhead string that he does. He goes low, medium, and then it can go medium. Goes low, medium, and then it can go high or low. The low is shit and punishable. The high is plus, good reward, and you know, it's like all the good stuff you want in a normal. It's just obvious what he's gonna do. It's the high all the time, so you just keep blocking the high, and then if eventually he goes with a low, it's whatever. He's not gonna get much off it. Apart from that, making sure you're using tatami when you're moving backwards, when you're jumping backwards, and cancelling a tatami in the air. Jump H is a very good normal. You should probably use that a little bit more. Like tatami and jump H are good, but jump H is still a very good normal. Doing command dashes here and there, which is fine. Make sure you're doing your combos though. Like I think there were some situations where you're doing ground string combos that you should have. Just simple like 5k 2D, and then you could have done a meaty off that to continue to start pressure up. All in all though, it's just, yeah, it's just a lot of, it's not anything glaring or anything, it's just, you know, there's a lot of stuff a lot of opportunities you missed. A lot of things you didn't really extend on. You're kind of doing them, but they weren't done properly, and then you kind of just get blown up over and over when he presses buttons. When the Ram presses buttons and you're trying to press a button, then he's winning most of the time and going into good damage. And then substitute situations you could be parrying, but you don't. It's just, you know, you obviously don't want to over parry, because I've seen the punishment for over parrying. They just wait for you to recover and they punish you, or they'll do a high or a low or something, and there's gonna be a counter combo off it. But yeah, there's definitely stuff that you could worry about. I don't know if this is too. If you guys have questions, I'll definitely answer them at a later time. Especially if you guys do the Newbie Tourney tomorrow. Apart from that though, I think that's all for now. I've been a bit busy this week, so I haven't been able to talk too much. Alright. Apart from that, GG guys, thank you for... Yeah, of course. New Zealand people are allowed. For the Newbie Tourney, Australians, New Zealanders, and we actually have some New Caledonians that are in the tourney as well. So that's why I'm probably upgrading the thing to OCE. So get all your Australians, New Zealanders, New Caledonians. I think if anyone, I don't know if there's anyone else close enough in the OCE region to play Netplay with. But yeah, definitely. Just come along, join it. I'm more than happy to have people come along and play, so I can review them, and for them to improve and enjoy the game. Don't know if there are any other questions. So in general, before we started playing, when I started up the newbie tourneys, I had like a good chunk of new players, but I had I had a few intermediate players that would do not the best in the normal Netplay tourneys, but would obviously do quite well in a newbie tourney. But then I've had a good influx of new players recently, so I'm like slowly weeding out some of the intermediate players, but if I know your skill level and I can tell if you're gonna be good enough or not for it, then I'll let you in. And when I say newbie, I mean like literal day one. Obviously you wanna like, you know, you wanna have played the game for like at least one day or something, or else I can't really help you. It'd be hard for me to like analyze you if you literally don't know anything at all. Like a lot of things there's a lot of things you can figure out from just the tutorials and like combos and stuff from just playing for one day, but like literally anyone's allowed. Just have it like ever so slight bit of experience from turning on the game is my one request, because I won't be able to help you if you. I'll be able to help you, but I just can't teach you. I don't want to teach you everything that like can obviously be learned within one day of playing tutorials and shit. But if it's new, like if we're talking like new, you can be like, you know, anyone can join. Anyone that's not like too intermediate. Like I'd have to know what skill level you are, like how good you are, before I can let you in, because you might be too good and I might have to like not let you in. But if you're anyone else and you're from New Zealand, OCE, Australia, you're allowed in. Oops. Yeah. My only one request is just learn a little bit of the game before you join. Like spend like half a day or something in the tutorial mode. That's my one request, because most of the people that have joined, they have spent a little bit of time and they do understand some stuff. They do understand like some how to do some moves and some mechanics and all that. But I'm not going to stop you if you've literally bought the game 5 minutes before the turn and you want to play. That's more than fine. I'm not going to stop you. And I'll try my best to help you, but most of my advice will be like, probably play the game a little bit more. Oh, if you play Dragon Ball FighterZ, Dragon Ball FighterZ isn't too far. Like Dragon Ball FighterZ has got some similar stuff to Guilty Gear in terms of movement and block strings. But yeah, if you want to pick up the game, play, you know, spend a little bit on the tutorial, and join the newbie tourneys, you know, I'm more than willing, for you to play. Like if I have to describe people who aren't allowed in, I'd say currently I wouldn't let Moose in. I wouldn't let. Let me get like the. Basically, if you're new to Guilty Gear in general, you're allowed in. If you haven't played Guilty Gear before, you're allowed in. Easy, no questions asked. I don't care how much experience you have. If you haven't played Guilty before, you're allowed in. Yeah. So. If I look at this, if I had to ban someone from here, from this one, I would probably ban Hallowwood. Probably. Hallowwood's a bit too good. Because I'm getting a lot of like look at all this. I'm getting a lot of newer players, newer blood, like Diesel, Damon. Damon's actually pretty decently good, so I can't say too much about that. I'm fine with him being there because he's not like he's gonna lose to like other intermediate players, but he's not good enough to, you know, be. You can still learn some stuff here, but there's a lot of there's a lot of people that are definitely learning here, and some are strong, and some are just in a good environment. But yeah, if you've only played Dragon Ball Fighters and Grand Blue Versus, then definitely sign up. I'll get the link. Give it a try. Apart from that though, I'm probably gonna close the stream now. I'm gonna need to eat and do other stuff. So, GG guys. Oh, Oki in this game? Yeah, Oki, Guilty Gear Oki is very strong. You get a good amount of opportunity, you get like a fair amount of opportunities to do Oki. And you do a lot of good damage. If you're gonna learn Ram, alright, I'll show you some stuff with Ram. Like this. Ram is an interesting. I'll be honest, Ram's a bit of an interesting character. She's simple in some ways, but like exceedingly, she's a bit of a one-sided character. Her neutrals a lot of her tools in neutral aren't very good. So stuff like this isn't very, like 2S, 2H isn't very good. 5H is an interesting norm, but not very good. Her only good, her P and K moves are really good. Her only good move is like a close slash or a fast slash. I think that's always the same, yeah. Because you can go in the diary with this. Most of the time what you're going to be doing is, doing stuff like this, where you try to get them to block some swords. It's not as good because of, it's not as good because they can, kill the swords. Oh yeah, she's got probably the strongest corner Oki in the game. Probably. It's called the Blender for a reason. I'll show you some stuff with it. Like, it's revoltingly strong. Let's say you do something like this. Okay. Oh, well, you can do this. You go into dust. You do that. Okay, wait, no. This is a better way to explain it. So, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be going to this dust thing. And then from here, you have both swords set and they're knocked down. So you'll go something like this. So you get, there's a lot of options. So you'll get the knockdown, then you can do a sword summon. Next to high, or you can go like into a low. And it just keeps going on and on. You can keep blending them. Then she gets She gets all the mix-ups, so she'll do resets, yeah? She'll do something like this. Okay. She gets some sort of situations where she'll do... I can't remember what it is. I think she doesn't have to have swords. But yeah, she can definitely, like, she'll do a lot of stuff where she blenders you. She'll do resets. So where you got both swords out, she'll she'll go in the high and low. Some resets there, then she'll do stuff, I think this is one, that. Or she can do this instead. Go low. And then she can do other stuff. She'll do that. Or she can do this. Like that. She does it. This command grab isn't too good, but the fact that she can use it. The fact that she can use it like that is very strong. Yeah, the whole game plan in general. So in neutral, here's the problem with her neutral. So this doesn't combo unless it's crouching or counter hit, which is a problem because this isn't plus this normal. The thing about it though is it. So what you have to do most of the time is you have to like RC it. Like if you want to whiff punch, like let's say you just whiff normal, you can do something like this. You can dash up. Do something like that. She doesn't have all. She doesn't really have auto. Okay, so these are like target combos. Some of them are good. Some of them are not good. Like she has this one. This is the most common one. That's a high. So this, you go low, medium, and then you can go a high, or low, medium to a low. The low is not good, and it's punishable. It's not real reward of it, but you can go the high. The high is +3, and it's good reward and hit. So obviously everyone just blocks the high. Yeah. What else? She's got. I think with her combos, they have really good corner carry. So she's able to get to the corner. And even if they don't have corner carry, she can have stuff like this. I don't remember what she has. Oh no, she has this. Yeah. So these wall combos aren't actually auto, like, so in general what she's going to be doing, she's doing this. And she'll be doing, going to the corner. And she'll be getting a knockdown. And then she'll sort up something. Then we just get the swords out. Do stuff like this. I know there's some combos of that. But yeah, she's very. Her air normal's actually not bad. Like, so her grounded normals. This is a good 4P. But you can't if you do it the just 5P. It's gonna auto do like that. So you have to press 4P like that. 50k is also not bad. 5P is alright. FRS, you know, it's FRS is whatever. So understand that you can, you know, you can RC this. She doesn't actually have the best use of meter, honestly, so using RCs is perfectly fine. Just set of swords up, stuff in the corner, in the air. She has a jump H, which is very good because it helps you get on them. The jump H is very hard to deal with. 2D. Which is her main combo tool. She's good. How do I put it? She's a little bit below mid, but she's got crazy killing potential because of it. Because she'll put you in the corner and then she'll just blend you to death. The only downside with her is because she has lots of little hits. She has a lot of little hits. Your burst bar is going to come back really quickly. And your good burst points, so they can get out of burst. They can get out of situations quite easily. But if they have no burst and you're in the corner, she's going to probably kill you. And she's going to keep you there for a little bit as well, because she can continue pressure with sword summons. Let's do this. fireball, I guess. The sword attacks, yeah, they're mids. They're mids. But she has like, this is an overhead. This is an overhead. She has these. I do it. That's that. You can do that for highs. But they're all mids. They just, you know, they just keep the opponent locked down. What else? The supers are pretty good, I guess. That's your reversal super. So what happens is you'll do something like this. Like that. You'll OTG like that. Does good damage. You also have the blender. So you do this. Right. There's good damage there. So I guess she has this as well. This is a, kind of a useful tool. Long range in some situations. Not the best super. You can set up it's going good, but it's, you know. So these moves aren't the best, if I can remember. Like they got added, but they don't really do much for her. Alright. Yeah, if you have any info that you want to know about it, you're in the Oz Discord, aren't you? Yeah, she's got some Zoe bits to her. Zoe's got a lot of stuff though. I think Zoe's a bit of a better character. If I had to compare them, I think Zoe has better tools, but Ram has way better. Ram probably has some of the scariest Oki in the game, just because of how strong it is and how she can reset a lot in it. And then she can mix up with like throws, like man throws and highs, and then another low, and you know. At any point, she can like, if you're like scared enough, she'll just reset you into a high low. It's just called the blender for a reason in the corner. It's really good. Her neutral used to be the best. She used to be the best character in the game when she first came out in the arcade version, and that was because of this. See these things? You can kill them. Before you couldn't kill them. So what she used to do is she used to just summon a shit ton of them. Then she'd go buck wild, summoning them, and then she'd get in. Yeah, but now you can actually kill them. So That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna, you know, you're gonna be in the air because she's actually really good. She's actually really good in the air. Her air game's really good. Like her jump H is very good. She'll be in the air, and she'll like summon, maybe use the S sword because she doesn't have that, and she'll get in. You know, stuff like that. But the problem is, they can just kill the sword. Also, when they move like this, you have to reposition the sword, which takes some time. Oh yeah, it's really hard to anti-air. Like, I'll show you how high I do it. Super hard to anti-air. And it's also a level 4 move. Most moves in the game don't get to level 4 in the air, but hers and Baikon's do. So they're super good. Like, she'll still be plus. No, she won't be plus, but she'll be really hard to punish. I think she can do that, I guess. It's really hard for her to punish you. It's really hard for them to punish you. A jump P and jump K are also really good. Anyways, I think I've talked for a fair amount of time now, so I'm gonna close the stream. If you have any more questions, then feel free to ask in the Discord. There's probably like, because I'm not like insanely knowledgeable on RAM. There are probably way more knowledgeable people in the Discord that can answer some questions. I don't think we have one or two good RAM play. We have some okay RAM players. I don't think we have anyone like top tier RAM wise. I think Nimble's pretty good. I think one of the regular players that's so good at RAM is Nibble. You can watch him play. I think he's got really good Oki. Apart from that, oh, and if you wanted to watch like a top RAM player, I'll get a link. Probably should watch Takahara. Takahara is probably the best RAM in the world. Yeah, he didn't make it Arc Reaver. This is Arc Reaver. I don't know how well he did in Arc Reaver. I don't think he did too well in Arc Reaver. Well, she had Everse Cha Cha Cha. but he's still very strong. He has some more notable matches. Like I think he did well in this online tourney. I can't remember what it's called, but he did well in that. And he played a bit in that. But yeah. Yeah, she's in the air a lot more because her good stuff is in the air and she can summon in the air. Also, jump H is always a threat. She's not always in the air, but she's still pretty much in the air, a decent chunk. Generally, she's trying to get opportunities to get knockdowns, you know. Oh, that's revolting. Dude, I feel dirty watching this. But yeah, this is like the Ram blender. She doesn't get a knockdown, but you know, solid summon for a meaty, another one just to keep pressure. Oh, he missed the combo there. It's whatever. I think was that a reset? Yeah, that was a reset. He could have gone high-low there. So goes high. Oh, yeah. Lockdown. And that makes him block. Yeah, see he's in the slump state, but this makes him wake up and it goes into a sword. And then he can go high-low from here. So he goes low and that catches him. And then he gets blended. And it just keeps going on. Oh god. Yeah, see this? So it's a blender. Wait, so yeah, blender. Low. Blocking all the mix-ups. It's fine. So he goes in the swords. Makes him come back down to the ground. He's got to block all this. Another high-low. He managed to match out of it though. Good lucky. Oh god, he tried to throw there, and he got the sword input. Yeah, but if you don't like, I don't know, if what you want in a character is heavy Oki, then there are a lot of characters that can do that. Depends on what you want. Like I literally can go on the character slate list and I can tell you some heavy Oki characters.
Who dares?
Like the heaviest, if you want some heavy Oki, you could go like Milia, Ino. Dizzy's got her own good lot of Oki. Badman's got some okay Oki. Faust is okay Oki. Venom has really good Oki. Zato, really good Oki. Ram, obviously a really good Oki. Kai. Chip. Somewhat Heihyun. Other characters, Sansa has some Oki as well. Some other characters aren't like intense on Oki. Like, I wouldn't say Axel or Jam have intense Oki. They have good Oki and good mix-ups and stuff. It's not like that's not where they're strongest. But yeah, I would say a lot of the cast is good Oki. Trust me. Like some characters have like Oki that's crazy, and then some just have like Venom. Venom is like has like insanely good Oki. But in general, almost everyone in this game is once a knockdown is going to like blow you up with Oki. It's going to keep looping it over and over. Just some are a lot better at than others. Anyways, now I definitely have gone on for too long. So what I can recommend is watching top players and see what they do with their Oki when they play. Isn't right? I got 177. Oh no, it doesn't update. It's shitty. Anyways, I gotta close the stream now, so GG guys.